My glasses are crooked. I have no idea if anybody's going to come today. Am I live? Yeah. I have no idea. Am I? Okay. I had to check my audio. I have no idea if anybody's going to be here today because I goofed, did my due diligence, and warned everybody that there might be some technical difficulties, and then didn't do my due diligence and letting everyone know that the technical difficulties had been resolved. So I'm on a roll for best streamer of the year this time around, ain't I? Anyways, let's go ahead. I guess we'll go into it as if everything is working as it should be. Um, and that is my fault. There is literally no one to blame here but me. Hi, Lord Magma. Thank you so much for coming. I goofed. I was like looking at my YouTube posts and I was like, "Oh, technical difficulties is in." Okay, so yesterday, um, the we have an internet crew working in our neighborhood, and our the head of our HOA, that poor woman, God bless her soul, because I cannot imagine how much stress she is under with this crew. There, we have been through two different contractors with what's going on. They have absolutely destroyed people's lawns. I mean, destroyed them. Like they have dug massive holes, like 6 foot holes, and then like rain has poured into these holes. Like they just left them open, did not fill them in when they were done with their work, just left them there. And of course, it being Oklahoma, the weather is completely unpredictable. So these holes filled with water and have absolutely ruined it. Like they didn't put any they didn't put any kind of anything in the holes to cover them up. So people's lawns are absolutely ruined. We got a new contractor. They ran over a lamppost, and then they came and talked to us, and we're like, "Hey, we're gonna be around your yard. We probably won't dig." And we're like, "Okay." And they did. They first of all they did dig. There's a gigantic hole in our backyard, and then on top of that, they busted through the power yesterday. So just only our area, our like 4 houses in our area, us and our neighbors. I have really great neighbors, by the way. I am extremely blessed. All of my neighbors are super awesome. Um, all of our houses went down with power for hours. They, at one point, they were like, "Oh, it'll be up by 7 p.m." And then when I called back later and I was like, there's still no power and it's like 7:30. And they're like, "Yeah, it's gonna be 10 p.m." And I was like, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. So I updated on my YouTube channel in the posts. I said, "Hey, there might not be power tomorrow." I did good. I let you guys know what was going on. What I didn't let you guys know is that around 8 p.m. the power came back on, which was great. I was very excited about that. So not only did I forget to update everyone that the power was fine and therefore the stream is going, is back on track. I forgot to create a live stream for the channel, like a whole, like, the whole live stream coming. I forgot to do that. Didn't notice that until just now. And I was like, cool. There was nothing to indicate that there was going to be a live stream tonight. Awesome. Good job, me. So that is 100% my fault. 100% my fault. That was all on me. I take credit. It is incredible how bad my luck can get sometimes. And I mean, half of it is, self imposed. It's, genuinely, literally self imposed. I mean, part of it was just that today was very, very filled. There was a lot going on today. Just a lot going on in general. How are you all doing? Are you all doing well? All, what are my numbers? One. Lord Magma, how are you? I'm pretty sure it's just you. GG. That's my fault again. That is 100% my fault. So, you know, well done me. Let's pull up Spirit City. We're gonna have a good time. Or try to anyways. I'm glad you're doing good. Pop out chat. Let's pop this over here. I think that should be fine. This year of streaming has already gone bizarrely terribly. Like the day before I was going to start live streaming, you've been making progress. Oh, that is so good. I'm so glad. I know the struggle of that. How hard it is sometimes to okay. Spirit City is loading. Um I know how hard that can get. Let's pop that over there. Where did I put OBS? I already lost it. Properties. Can I go back to full screen application? There we go. So it's full screen. In theory, that should now be captured by OBS. Okay, let me tool around in this and let's see. What's my spirit? What are we at on our spirit decks? We've gotten 3 of them. There it is. Sort of. What's up with the... Why is my... I swear my live stream is very strange about resolution. Adjust your resolution scale. This can help reduce... Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that. So we're at 1280 by 720. What happens? Okay. Nope. Hang on. Hello? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm crazy. Well, recently, nothing. It's probably me. There's something I'm not doing right. I'm too out of the game. I'm too out of the game on this. I haven't done this in so long that I don't remember the tips and tricks of my own trade. A sweet melody on quiet afternoons as I look out across the balcony at the clouds. It sounds almost like wind chimes, though there is nothing inside that could make the sound. Crystal, hello! You're reading a rather fascinating historical fiction based on Murasaki, the author of Tales of Genji. That sounds super familiar. Yes, absolutely, girl. Me too. Is my fault. We're probably going to have a smaller stream, quieter stream today because I was a goofball. This light behind me is not doing me any favors, is it? It is. Oh, I know why. Brent fixed the light bulbs in here. So, the light bulbs in here were kind of dim. And he came in and fixed them yesterday. And, so it is officially brighter in here than it used to be. Anyways, I'm on a lot of different thought tracks, but that's really cool. Based on letters and poetry she wrote. That's pretty cool. I'm getting into historical fiction. Excuse me. Okay, so what did it say? Quiet afternoons on the balcony looking at clouds. All right. So, quiet afternoon on the balcony. Maybe I can... Oh, that's cute. Okay, we need to do afternoon and decor. I always have to remember which one it is. The sky. Oh, I could change the train speed and the motion. That's kind of neat. I think I have to get rid of the rain. Even though I don't want to, but that's very pretty. We could get on... It said wind chimes. I don't even know... Oh, here it is. Okay. Short and chill. Yep, we're going to just chill and live our best lives. With our... Hello, God King R. I was not sure if you were going to come. I am so sorry that I did not post an update. Oh. Just kidding. There we go. Happened a little sooner than I expected it to. But I'm back. Is this too loud? How are we doing on volume? It's one of those things that I can't exactly test because I have to Yeah, we all know. We all know that that's basically the only reason I have to go. But yeah, I set that up so that I had something that I could just switch to very quickly that I didn't have to do a whole bunch of setup for. But yeah, thank you so much for waiting. That was very kind. I meant to update because I was like, you know what? I'm going to be on it. I'm going to let everybody know that there's a possibility there won't be a live stream. That would be the right thing to do. So I went and I did that. And then we got the power back. And brain just left the room. Gone. Goodbye, brain. It was nice seeing you. So we're currently on reading. Oh, yes. Let's do Halloween lo-fi, please. Even though I'm not even writing Halloween. Oh, that's very spooky. It's so not fitting for for what's happening. Hang on. I feel like I need to be Homework Radio custom. You can like upload your own tracks to this now, which I think is very cool. Let's do study session. Oh, this is called Spirit City Lo-Fi. It is basically just pure. Oh, let me sell it. Okay. It is pure productivity. So the game aspect of it is very low. It's very low key. You have your clock, which you can have set up in the corner there. You have your productivity history. You have your journal, which be very careful. I think they're fixing it, but it used to be that you could click this and it would just straight up delete the whole journal. So be very careful where you're clicking on these journal entries. And then, oh wait, hang on. I click on the wrong stuff. The habit tracker. Ooh, they changed the UI on that. That's very cool. I haven't checked anything on that. The shoulder, I'll get back to that. We have a timer, which is a session. So this is kind of a Pomodoro type thing where you have a session, a short break, a long break, and then repeat. And if I do like a repeat, so here we have our session, our short break, and then a session, and then the long break. And that's basically how that works. And then we have a timer in case I wanted to do it that way. This is a stopwatch, and then we have our settings, which I have not messed with, so I don't even know what that does. And last, we have our to-do list, which they have fancified very nicely. They have tabs that you can create. Excuse me. So we're going to create, I need to write chapter 22 today. And then I have a couple of these that I really need to do. I love how I have some of these that are just right. Because I was like, now of course I need to do the chapters specifically. But yes, this is one of my favorite things ever. The game aspect comes in with like decorating stuff. So in this case, these are all free. But then like you get into this and you can start decorating stuff to look a very specific way. It all costs tickets, which you earn through using the software, especially by doing, you can't see, I just moused over something that my face is on top of. There we go. Okay, move my face for just a second. This checklist right here will give you 100 points for each thing that you do. So I have my daily login, got 100 points, 100 tickets. Daily task done, not yet. Daily timer done, not yet. So I'll get those. And then you earn EXP every minute and by discovering new spirits. When you level up, you gain a whole bunch of tickets. And then tickets are how you buy things that you use to decorate this entire thing. I really, really want to unlock Right now we're using the basic for the train DLC, which is what I'm currently using, but there's also a house that you have, and there is a kitchen DLC, which just adds a kitchen onto your house, and then you can decorate the whole kitchen to your... No! Demon! Foul beast! Come back here! How did you get in here? These things are the absolute worst. They are these tiny black mosquitoes. They come straight out of Satan's butthole. I'm telling you. If there was ever proof the devil exists, it's mosquitoes. Especially those things. 80% joking. Gotcha login dailies is precisely what my productivity software needs. Yeah, it's really cool. None of it costs real money, of course. I mean, except for the DLC. But like all of this, you know, is just whatever you pay. And of course there's Halloween stuff, so I got pumpkins all over this. Right now we're in the sky at this time because the other thing is that you unlock... I gotta move my face again. You unlock spirits by doing certain things. So like these ones I've all completely unlocked. I shouldn't be showing you because that's total spoilers. Right now we're working on this one, and it gives you hints for what it wants you to do to unlock this spirit. It says, I often hear a sweet melody on quiet afternoons as I look across the balcony at the clouds. It sounds almost like wind chimes, though there is nothing in sight that could be making the sound. So, in other words, I am currently in an area... I've set my decor so that it's using this cloud area with the castle in the background. We're on the balcony, and I have... not that I hear it, but there's supposed to be wind chimes going. I can't tell if I hear it. Yeah, no, mosquitoes are the worst, and they feast on me. This thing is going to be having a banquet in here while I'm live streaming, I'm telling you. They feast on me, and they feast on poor Lorelei. Lorelei, they almost like more than me, which is devastating, because, you know, I was taking some pride in the fact... The only way that I was making peace with it was like, at least they are biting me, and not my children. I swear I got bit once while I was applying DEET. It wasn't DEET, it was eucalyptus. It was the eucalyptus one. I need to get DEET. I'm pretty sure I need this, I need the strong stuff in order to keep these things off me, because they are persistent. I have to put, like... Lorelei is covered in band-aids because I have to stop them from scratching themselves, both of them. And being that they are very small children, consequences are very difficult to grasp, the idea of something happening in the future to them. So what I usually do is just slap a band-aid on it, because then they can't scratch it. And even if they scratch around it, at least they are not scratching the thing. So she's just covered in band-aids, and everyone's like, what happened to her? And I'm like... Mosquitoes. That's it. Demons. I'm so glad you're all here. I'm genuinely very surprised because I completely forgot to update my channel. So I was like, oh, no one's gonna make it. That sucks. And then I was like, well, that's alright. We'll do it for posterity. And here you all are, my beloved people. You are all far too good to me. Far better than I ever deserve. Truly. Oh, shoulder. I was going to talk about that. It was also wasps. We also have wasps. But, man, the mosquitoes. Okay, shoulder is still bum. I have medication. I did actually go into urgent care for it because I was like, bro, I need to see somebody about this now. Like, an appointment 3 months out is not going to help me. You guys are sweet. Oh yeah, by the way, this little glowing ring around this spirit dex thing means that we're working on... I have correctly chosen all of the settings. If I were to change one of these, like let's say I changed the lighting to morning, see the little glow around it disappears. I put it back to afternoon and I get an audible sound and also feedback that I am on the right track. Anyways, shoulder. So yes, I got some medication. It is an anti-inflammatory and a muscle relaxer. The only problem is, and he warned me about this, he was like, start with 1 because it might make you drowsy. If it doesn't make you drowsy, move up to 2. And I was like, cool, I'll do that. I took 1. I conked out. So I have not taken one today because I have to do a lot of driving during the day. That was another thing that I really liked about that doctor. He's like, so the best solution for what you have done to your shoulder is definitely rest and not doing anything. However, as a mother of 2, I know that's not going to happen, so I'm going to prescribe you. an anti-inflammatory and a muscle relaxer. And I was like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Sorry. I have to drive places. I have to take my kids to do things. I have to give them a happy childhood, even if my shoulder hates me for it. So again, I have to try to remind myself to sit all the way back. None of this, because this absolutely, if I lean forward like this, I don't even know what I look like right now. If I lean forward like this agitates it. So I have to lean back. That seems to take something off of it, and then good to go. I did get a new pillow, and it's a very nice pillow. It stays cold, which is awesome. So yeah, we do between returns. We sit on your main page, spamming refresh. You guys are sweet. You guys are the sweetest, and I'm so sorry I don't do a better job at updating. I have gotten so out of practice. So out of practice. How dare you be a mother of two? The audacity. I know, right? What was I thinking? Who signed me up for this? I'm kidding. It's the best decision I've ever made. Also the hardest decision I have ever made. But it is one of those weird things, right? There's zero regret, despite how hard it is. It's one of the most confusing things I've ever felt at times. At times it is one of the greatest blessings ever. I am on board 100%. And other times I am struggling. I am emotionally spent. I am having a hard time. And even on those days, I would still be like, oh yeah, no, I want this. Don't take this. I don't want it gone. I'm just having a hard day. You know what I mean? And it's very strange to still to remember the before kids and the after kids and see how much emotionally I have changed. So, but they are both of them very good kids. They're exceptionally good kids. And they're just people, you know? They're just tiny people, which I have to remind myself of all the time. Tiny people, not toys, not pets that you can train. They're tiny people. And even though what I want them to do is absolutely for their best, like not standing up and jumping up and down in the porcelain bathtub during bath time, which is what my 2-year-old wanted to do today. I was like, please don't do that. And she looked at me and was like, no, go away. And I was like, madam, you will fall and hurt yourself. Believe me, I know of what it is I am talking. I have, partly because you have done it before and you just don't remember because you were 2. Put that over here again. I still think that this is stinking adorable. Not decor. We were looking at some of the pets last time and looking for the Halloween ones. And I know we had like oh, I thought he had one. Oh yes, he did. He had this one. The glow. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. I always do that. Oh, the spider had one, didn't it? It had a little, yes. Look at how cute. That is stinking adorable. Of course, we have the hellhound. Oops. Oh, the bat. The bat had this one, which was extremely cute. Of course, we have this guy. Oh, and we have this guy who's just so stinking cute. Did this one have one? No, it did not. It had shockingly very few for this very tiny, very cute bunny. And of course, we have the new ones. This one's really cute. I might switch to this one, which we recently unlocked. We'll switch to this one for this particular. And then we can even change the activity. We'll pop back over here and do some reading. Oh, no, actually, okay, the activity was part of the unlock that we were doing. We do have to be taking photos. I just accidentally chose that one correctly, too. My youngest is 2 now. My oldest is 4. If you want to grapple with that one. Hello, Trooper Will. Even when things are... Yep, exactly. Even when things are bad, I still want it. Exactly so. Man, I told you guys about the book I was reading, I think, on Monday, which is that book, Honor's Pledge by Heitzman. My power was out until 8 p.m. I don't remember when it went out, but it was out for several hours. I know. Isn't that crazy, Sophia? Wild. Tell me about it. Riley's 4th birthday we had at Chuck E. Cheese, which was very cool. Very cute. He was very concerned about what was happening around him, but yeah. Dijon's kids are teens? Bro. Oh, I don't know if I can... What? Oh, that's hard to reconcile with. It's a person I went to college with for everybody else, so that's very strange to... That's very strange to come to terms with, that his kids are teens. Wow. But yeah, almost. That's crazy. That's still crazy though. I mean, even that. Okay, let's get Inkitt up. Oh yeah, so Honors Pledge. Oldest just turned 12. Wow. That's crazy. That is, wow. I still see Dijon in my head. Probably doesn't look anything like how I remember him. Oh, Inkitt. Oh. That is not how you spell England. Inkitt. Put, instead of INK, I put OML. Oh my lord. So that is not what I got. But yeah. He got taller? Wasn't he... I'm trying to remember. I can't remember height very well. Wasn't he already tall? That is unfair. Some people have all the luck. The 6... My dude. The way you worded that. Ooh, I'm telling you. No, I'm kidding. That's amazing. Wow. I think I need to change my upload time, because I upload at 8 a.m. I upload my chapters at 8 a.m. And I don't think that's a good time for me to upload my chapters. I think people are not able to read until like, excuse me, late in the day. Cries in 5'5", dude. Cries in roughly 5'5". I used to be like 5'6". I was probably at some point almost 5'7", and I am no longer that anymore at all. I don't know why. Yeah, no worries, dude. Thank you for popping by. Highly recommend. If you need any more productivity programs, I mean, this is the productivity one, but I've got some other idlers. Blah. I was the tallest girl in middle school. No, I'm sorry, that's not true. I was second tallest. My best friend Greta was taller than me. I was second tallest girl in the entire school. And man, if only I knew that was it. That was it. I hit the point. I hit it in middle school and I never grew again. Everybody kept going and I stayed right there. I was taller than both of my first crushes in middle school. One of whom I remained very good friends with, and I still recall to this day in high school, several years later, he came sprinting up to me in the middle of the courtyard, and he like measured himself against me, and I was like, what is happening? Because he just ran up to me, zero context, turned around and went, I'm taller than my first girlfriend, and ran off. I will never forget that because it is the funniest thing that happened. One of many funny things that happened throughout high school, of which was my cringiest time period. I make no mistake. I was maybe only surpassed by middle school cringe, but boy, was I cringe. I'm so glad that I did not get the chance to start YouTube until after high school, because I believe I was about 18, maybe 17 when I first started it. That's what I'm going to tell myself. I Darkovika was the OG talker. To be cringe is to be free. Yeah, I have to come to peace with my cringeness. Yes, I love idlers. I always Oh, I had a really funny experience at my daughter's second birthday. I was talking with some family members, and I was talking about how I used to have extremely blonde hair, and I'm talking so blonde it was almost white when I was very very little, like her age. And so I was like, oh yeah, it was violently blonde. And my husband's aunt was like, violently blonde, what is? And my cousin was like, mom, she's a writer, okay, you have to get with the program, she talks like a writer. That was very funny. That made me laugh. I was like, I do use unnecessary words in my speaking. Yes, this is correct. Which, to be honest, I think I'm still cringe. I'll be real. I think I'm still cringe. I don't think I fully grew out of it. Yo, okay, talking about cringe. I Look, I go to Target a lot. Sometimes you just want to get out of the house and you don't know where to go, and so you just go to Target. It's just a thing. I'm pretty sure all moms do it. You get to walk around. There's Halloween decorations, okay? Me and Lorelai have fun. She plays with all the Halloween decorations. Oh god, I'm not ready for them to be taller than me. Riley will 100% be very tall. I can already tell. He looked 4 when he was like 2. I have seen the Skibidi toilet toys. They're so dumb. That is the dumbest thing to come out of internet culture. I hate Skibidi toilet. I don't even 100% know what Skibidi toilet is, and I just hate it. I just hate it. It's awful. It's so stupid. It's the stupidest of the stupid. And then, of course, what was it? Poppy's Playtime? That gave birth to a whole slew of problems on YouTube, because people were creating content for kids that was using basically like VR chat and Poppy's Playtime characters, and moms would look and go, oh yeah, these characters are really cute, and it was people going like, I can't say this, my channel will get flagged, hang on, unalive your family, and like, and their kids started saying weird stuff, and I'm like, bro, do not leave your kids alone with YouTube, y'all. Like, please don't. Not even in the other room. Please no. I get a lot of backlash for that though. But like, I've tested it on my channel. I can create kids content. I'm not even joking. Like, I can make content that would appear on like YouTube Kids. No joke. My channel. My channel. All it is, you want to know? It's a checkbox that says for kids. That's it. That's it. One time I did it. I checked it. The video went up, and the only thing that changed was that no comments were allowed. That's it. That's it. That was it. I got a video up for kids on my channel. I changed it, but like, I was like, you've got to be joking. That's it? That's all it is? So I try to tell people, I'm like, you really don't understand the bar. There is no bar for YouTube Kids. And people are like, no, I have them watch it directly on the app. There's nothing on the app. And I'm like, YouTube is not Netflix. Please, you need to understand that there is no quality control. There is no one there checking the content. No one is. They are just blindly accepting content. I can create it. I can create it. See? You had... Oh, no. What the heck? See? See? Doom Eternal for kids. For real. Like, come on. For real. I have to check my stuff and make sure nothing's been flagged for kids. It's crazy. I get a lot of backlash for saying it, because people are like, you don't understand, you on your high horse, you obviously don't have it as bad, you don't know what it's like, we have to have our kids watch something. And I'm like, please get Plex. Get a Plex server. Find someone who can help you get a Plex server, and just buy a whole bunch of used DVDs from a used movie store and upload them all to your Plex server. Bam, you have full control over what your kids can watch. Don't use YouTube. Use Netflix. Maybe not Netflix. Netflix is a little risky. Their for kids section is not very well. ordered, you had Peppa Pig right next to K-pop Demon Hunters. It's not great, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, YouTube is not safe. My sister watched, I can't remember exactly what it is. Look, man, the internet is Doom 93 is totally cool for kids. Dude, okay, hang on. While I have you here, have you heard, okay, I think it's Chest High Wall. Have you guys heard of House of Leaves, the book House of Leaves? I'm about to send you on the world's greatest. First of all, House of Leaves is a horror book. It's a very strange. I wish I had my copy in here, and I don't, because this is one of those things that's very difficult to explain. If you know what House of Leaves is, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what House of Leaves is, I don't even know if I can fully. It is a trip. It is one of those things where you are going to be violently confused, and it's only going to get worse. Like, it is, without spoilers, it is meta. The book is very meta. It is a book about a guy who is reading a book written by a deceased dude who is writing about a documentary that doesn't exist. Yes. So you have the dude's document, like this dude's life work that you are reading, and then the footers, which are written by a character named Johnny Truant. Yeah. Yeah. And he is nuts. And some people say just read the main story, don't read Johnny Truant stuff. Don't listen to them. Johnny Truant stuff is hard to read, partly because it's so insane. It's insane for a reason. It can be a little much sometimes. He's got a lot of issues. It's very strange. Yeah, oh, and trust me, it gets weird. The writing, I gotta find pictures. Hang on. House of Leaves. But if you want to know even more about, oh, here we go. This is the picture. This will explain everything. Let me swap this to display capture. Okay. Oh, here we go. No, this one. This one. Okay, rude. You don't even need to read it. It's just, here you go. This is what one page looks like. Here's another one. Open image. This probably won't even mean anything to you, even if you could read it. So you have all of this. Everything in this book matters. Everything that you read matters in some way. And things just get very weird at some point in the novel. I mean, things start out pretty weird. But like, okay, here we go. See? Beautiful. I swear there's a reason I mentioned this because of Doom, and I will get to that. So, on top of the House of Leaves insanity, House of Leaves has inspired a lot of stuff. But if you guys have ever heard of Poe, she is, I believe, his sister, the author's sister, and her album Haunted. 'Cause I'm haunted by the lies that I have heard. That one. I love that song. She wrote this about House of Leaves. The whole album is House of Leaves. Even some of the tracks are, let's see. Like, I think one song is literally called House of Leaves. And then Haunted is that one. I'm trying to remember. Terrible Thought. Exploration B. That's a direct reference also to something within House of Leaves. And then if you really want to see something cool, okay, if you really, really want to see something cool, oh yeah, it's that album is so good. Doom. I can't remember what it's called. My House. WAD. This is one of the most incredible Doom mods that you will ever experience in your life, ever. It's so crazy. There's so much to it, and it is 100% based off of House of Leaves. It's so cool. In fact, I rewatch not Jacksepticeye, this dude, I think. Power Pack. I'm pointing at the screen like you can see who I'm pointing to. This guy. Hang on, let me look. Is that the guy that I watch? Or is it this guy? There's a dude that I rewatch his stuff sometimes because his video on this, sometimes because like an audiobook. Wow. That is quite the undertaking. There's a person that I watch who talks about this game and I love it. And I rewatch it. So I think it's this one. I think it's by this guy. Not only is it the Doom mod, the person who made the mod does some seriously incredible stuff with the mod. He like makes it, he has somehow programmed multiple floors in a house and the whole house is nuts. And then along with the file, you get these other files that are like diary entries, and his account is perfectly set. Like, this whole thing was years in the making. This dude set up an entire story that spans not just the project, but also his entire account. All of his posts throughout several years were like all coming back around to this. This dude set this thing up in motion like 10 years ago, and it's crazy. So, I mean, like, it is such a cool project, and I obviously went down the rabbit hole. Highly recommend. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Very cool. House of Leaves, it might leave you a little disturbed. Johnny Trent's stuff is particularly unstable. Johnny, it is extremely open-ended, and also I have not finished the book, so I don't think I will spoiler anything, but as a warning, he mentions early on, I believe, that his mother had severe, extreme schizophrenia, and I believe it is extremely, again, I don't even know for sure, but there's a chance that he has it, but also there's a chance that he doesn't, and the things that are happening to him are very real. He has like really bad PTSD and has extreme trauma, and he handles that trauma with very poor decisions. So, warning, Johnny Trent stuff can be really intense. He's an extremely cool character in the way that he writes, and the author of House of Leaves, I have to give him extreme credit, because boy does he really have the ability to write different styles of voices for characters, like genuinely. Anyways, this is not like a book recommendation stream, although I guess technically I am on topic. Oh, I finished that book I told you guys about on Monday that I picked up at a bookstore from the Christian Lit section. My God, it's so good. I have not been on the edge of my seat in so long. It is a true Western. It touches on some very complicated concepts, which I think are kind of fitting because of the time period that it takes place in and events surrounding that time period. It has some very complicated characters, some very complicated concepts as well, and like characters who struggle with their faith, which of course faith is going to be in there as Christian Lit, but still, like, as a Western, oh man, that book blew me out of the water with some of the stuff that happened. I was like, this is nuts. Very cool. Very good read. I very happy surprised with that. And now, while I wait for the other 4 books to come from eBay, I have 2 Regency period books that I picked up from that section too. I think that's one thing I'm gonna like. My cousin and I laugh at me because I am all over the place with what I want to read right now. I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't know what I want. I think we talked about that on Monday. Like, one minute I'm down. 2 of my favorite books that I read recently were Bride by Allie Hazelwood and Ice Planet Barbarians by, I forget, but you're not gonna, there's no other book with that title, I'm gonna be totally honest. Um, and those books are not clean, but at the same time, I feel like then I read Jane Austen and I was ruined. And I feel like now that's what I really want, is stuff that's like, I feel, hang on, I have a very complicated thought and I don't know how to get it across. Because I don't want to come across as disparaging smut or, you know, anything with physical romance. Because again, some books that I have exceedingly enjoyed, whether out of hilarity or out of seriousness, have that in them. And they were both Bride and Ice Planet Barbarians. I will die on that hill. They were very good. Other books that I have read, like by MXTX, have physical stuff in them. And I swear by those books. So again, I don't want this to come across as disparaging. Because I absolutely do read those books. And they can be done very well. MXTX is the queen of doing it very well. Die on that hill too. But oh, that was another thing. I don't know if I talked about that. I don't think I talked about this with you guys. Heaven Official's Blessing is one of the greatest things that I will probably ever read, ever, by MXTX. That ruined me also. I couldn't read anything for weeks after I finished that. I just laid around and was like, why bother? Why bother? Nothing shall ever compare. I didn't put those in my Goodreads. There was like 8 books that I read in the span of a month. They don't even exist on my Goodreads. Whatever. Goodreads is like, you've only read 1 book. Beg your pardon. Nuh-uh. I digress. I don't want to come across as disparaging, but I do believe that some books rely or spend too much time on the physicality of things. No, see, that's not even right either. I want both. You know, sometimes I want the physical stuff and sometimes I want none. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what I want. Sometimes I just want multiple. I'm extremely picky. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm down for some random blue alien. Definitely not Avatar smut. And sometimes I'm like, Jane Austen is the best thing I've ever read, and I'll never read anything better than that. Don't ask me who I think is. No, I think I'd say Jane Austen is better than MXTX, but that is a very painful admission. They're very, very different books. So it's very strange thingamajiggy, but yes. I think I got that across. I don't know. It was I don't know. I don't know who I am anymore. Yeah, I think that's ultimately what it comes down to, is that I genuinely do just want things that contradict each other. I want smut and I don't want smut. I want books that do have it and books that don't. Like, I genuinely enjoyed that book, Honor's Pledge. There's definitely no smut in there. I mean, there was like want and desire and like anguish and just a whole lot of emotions. But again, okay, so see, in this instance, I feel that if she had, and obviously she wouldn't have because it's Christian fiction, let's say she had included physical stuff, right? I think that would have been time taken away from stuff that was explained without that, if that makes sense. And I think that it was stronger without it. Variety is the spice of life. That is very true. So, I don't know. Part of me wants it, part of me doesn't want it. Part of me just wants clean fiction, and then the other part of me will go and read Ice Planet Barbarians again, or MXTX all the way through again. So it's just very complicated. A very complicated space when it comes to reading. So, there you go. Shoulder's mad at me. But I don't want to take the medication right now because I'm live streaming, and I'm afraid if I take the medication halfway through, like an hour in, another hour in, and I'm going to be like passing out in my seat. But I do actually have to start writing. Something productive has to occur at this point in time. We are going to do one timer currently. Yep. And then, let's see. I don't know what to name this part. Oh, yes. I ended on a cliffhanger in the last chapter, pretty intense one. I don't even know where I'm going with that. It just happened and I went, cool, that sounds like a good idea. Nah, I don't think that's a good chapter name. I named it Trouble in Paradise, but I don't think that's right. Let's just name it Trouble for right now, I think. Okay. There you go. See? And you're doing phenomenal. All right. So let's get this bad boy on the road. Everything's set up. All right. Let's give ourselves a nice, good 10-minute session. I never hear the timer on this thing. I don't know why. So I am going to, hang on, let's pop that down to that one. And then I'm going to turn this on. And then pop a 10-minute timer. All right. I accidentally made the chat go away. There we go. Okay, let's boogie. Did Riley go to sleep? Wow. He's been going to sleep on time the last couple days. Okay. I need to look at the previous chapter real quick. My mom just reacted to one of the chapters. The first chapter, actually. Oh! I've just realized I have a slight plot hole. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I need to make this work. I need to make this make sense. Okay. See, I have a character who has 2 children of her own. However, they are both in middle school with the kids of the main character. But the main character's kids were born when she was 18 and then she took off. And they're not her kids, they're her sisters. So, for these kids to also be around the same age, that means her classmate would have had to have the kids shortly, very shortly, within the same year. Ooh, we're pushing it on that one. Ooh. Oh, I gotta make this work. Hang on. Okay. Okay. I don't think I've committed one of the kids to being 11. So she'll have to be a year younger. So she'll be 10. 10? Ooh, that's... Okay, hang on. I just realized this. I'm so glad I did too, because someone would have done the math. Someone would have noticed this. Hang on, okay. What grade are 11-year-olds in? No, thank you. 6th grade. They could also be in... Okay. So she's 10. She would be in 5th grade. Unless I make them 11 to 12. And then they would be in 7th grade. So that would make them in the same middle school together, which would work. Aw, biscuits. Okay, I need to write all of this down because I absolutely will forget. So, Brittany's kids. 1. Derek, who is the oldest, he would have to be 11 at the most, unless she was secretly pregnant. I almost did an oopsie. This was almost a very big oopsie, because unless this character was pregnant while my main character was still in the town at 18, that would mean she would have had to have been pregnant at like 17, but then my character would have known. But I don't particularly want that to be a thing. But I'm fine with her being pregnant shortly after. She comes from a really well-off family, so it's not impossible for her to just have gotten pregnant right away. She's married. Now I could argue, I could make it a thing where the eldest child is a son of her husband's, and that would explain the timeline. Do I want to go that route? And then Annie is still only able to be at the most 10, because she can't be that much younger than the twins. Hang on. I gotta make this work. I did not think this through. I just kind of made these characters exist and then forgot that this other character would have had to have gotten pregnant at 18. Same as my character, my main character. But then even that could be different, right? Because she comes from an extremely well-off family, and then my main character had it way harder because her family was mauled by a werewolf. So yeah. Oh boy. I'm enough chapters in that I am now starting to get little things that I can accidentally loophole and accidentally screw up. So, 1. Everyone, because I've already written this, everyone knows that a werewolf killed Sylvia's family. Okay. Everybody knows that. Everyone knows that the twins are Marie's. Okay, everybody knows that too. Brittany would have had to have gotten pregnant at 18 as well. However, she comes from an extremely well-off family. for. Adoption is an option, that's true. But this character is kind of... The character who's the parent of these teens is not a very good person at this point in the story. She's kind of a witch with a capital B. She was my main character's bully in high school, and she has not changed very much. But she will have an arc. She'll have a redemption arc. And she and my main character... My idea is that they were childhood friends, and then my main character became friends with the person who would eventually become her bestest friend. And then the other character became jealous, pulled away, and then when she didn't feel that her friend was trying hard enough to get her to come back, she flipped on her and became a bully. So she's not... I mean, okay. Technically, adoption would kind of give her... No, I feel like I shouldn't do that because they're so... Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I was talking about the Doom... Oh, okay. I don't think you heard about the Doom mod. That was what I was getting to with House of Leaves. So, real quick, just because... essentially what I was talking about was... Where's the thing? This one. We were talking about House of Leaves, and then I was explaining that House of Leaves has a really cool Doom mod. It's not House of Leaves. It's called myhouse.wad, and it's one of the most intricate projects I have ever seen. It's like a project that spans 10 years because the dude's account that he created on a popular forum for Doom modding is basically like structured it for years and has posts that all relate to this mod that he released. And I was saying who I like to watch. Who are they? I already forgot. I think it was Power Pack. They have like an hour and 42-minute video talking about the mod, and I think it's that one. It's not Jacksepticeye because he doesn't have all of the context behind it. He's just playing the mod. But Power Pack, I think, does like a breakdown. I think it's Power Pack. I'm not even 100% positive. It could also be Shallow VA. Story and ending explained. No, I don't think it's them. I don't remember. Oh yeah, the book is insane. It's crazy. I was also explaining Johnny Trent's sections. People say to skip Johnny Trent's sections, but his sections are as important to the admittedly bizarre plot of House of Leaves as anything else. There are whole sections that I had to decode. I had House of Leaves and a notebook because I was decoding things in the book. Okay. And it's one of those books where things are hidden everywhere that relate to other stuff. Nothing is done on accident or without thought, which is also terrifying because something that you might think is a throwaway is not. The best way to explain House of Leaves, I said this earlier, let's see if I can get it right again. It is a book about a dude, a very messed up, traumatized, PTSD-riddled dude, possibly with schizophrenia, reading the unpublished book of a deceased old blind man who was blind all his life, writing about a documentary that doesn't exist. Complete with books that he supposedly referenced, books and movies that he supposedly referenced for this book that is structured like a historical breakdown of this documentary that doesn't exist, and all of the references are books and magazines that also do not exist. And there's also like one page where he lists like all of his references, and it goes on for like 3 pages. And you're like, what on earth is happening? What are all of these references? Is there something in here? And then you sit there going crazy and mad, reading these 3 pages of references, and no, there was nothing in there. Or was there, and you just skipped over it because reading page 92 of, I don't know, of dealing with the aftermath of the house by Abernathy Smith, page 93 of, I don't know, House magazine by, it's wow. So anyways, yes, absolutely. It is one of the, you've played My House? Yeah. Okay, there you go. myhouse.wad, and it comes with all, I don't know if you've noticed it, or you probably do. It comes with all of those files, right? The whole journal entries and stuff. The whole thing is extremely heavily influenced by House of Leaves. Heavily influenced. But yeah, House of Leaves is a trip. It's very cool. It's very. Oh yeah, I forgot. The train in the background. I forgot. Whenever you're on your break, the train stops moving. I can't believe it does that. That is the coolest thing to me. But yeah, so there you go. It's based off of House of Leaves. And also I mentioned that House of Leaves, the album Poe, the album Haunted by Poe, released in 2000, is actually, I believe she's the author's sister. I could be wrong about that. Oh yeah, Poe is Mark D's sister. There we go. They worked on both together. So her album is about House of Leaves, the whole album. Like, even down Exploration B, I'm showing this like you guys can see this. I'm not showing my screen. There's a song on the album called Exploration B, and that directly has to do with the book. So there you go. Exploration B is an event that happens. I definitely connect a little bit more with like the horror, because there's like a horror, the whole thing that he's talking about is like a horror story where it's essentially like if someone was writing a dissertation about the Blair Witch House. That's the best way I can describe it. And then this book, House of Leaves, is that, but then Johnny Truant is adding his thoughts in the footers, and his thoughts are insane. There you go. So someone writing a dissertation about the Blair Witch Project, except the Blair Witch Project doesn't exist in real life. It's not a thing. And then Johnny Truant slowly losing his mind and trying to resolve his trauma and PTSD through extremely questionable means in the footers. And sometimes the footers last 8 pages. And it's him slowly losing his mind. Or quickly. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Very cool book. One of those things that you just kind of sit there and you're like, the fuck did I just read? So, highly recommend, but also be careful. There's some very dark stuff. It's surprising that I like it, but also not surprising that I had to take a break from it, because I was like, wow, okay, hang on. Johnny, dude, slow down. Like, my man. Definitely not how you should be. Oh, we have a spirit. We unlocked a spirit. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a sky whale. Look at him. He's adorable. Whality. Let's go to the spirit decks. Oh, I won't read all of that, but there you go. Reason to get it so you can read it. Let's see what our little baby comes with. Our new little baby. What skins do we have for Whality? Oh, that one's cute. Oh, that one's kind of cute. This one's pretty simple, I think. They didn't give it very intense. Oh, he's a cutie. We'll go back to... We're either going to go back to Demon Chick or Pumpkin Boy. I think we'll go with Pumpkin Boy. Alright, let's see what we got. I used to have trouble sleeping on night trains until I found a cozy spot inside the train and started counting sheep as the fields rolled by. Okay. So it's nighttime inside the train, so we need to go back inside. And she's sleeping, and it is nighttime. What am I missing? Oh, fields. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Very nice. Okay, So we still have a chapter to continue writing. I was going to see. Oh, yeah, nice. 1,312 points. That's very pretty. Jump to live because time is linear and I will catch up. Oh, yeah, definitely. I do the same thing. But yes, so yeah, 100%. One of the coolest things. I watched that dude talk about that Doom mod. I rewatch that video sometimes just to chill because it's such a cool thing to listen to. And I don't know, I just do that. It's like kind of like a podcast to me. All right, so I think Derek has to be 11 because we're not going to do the adoption route because main character has. I don't want to do. I already have too many parallels, I think, between characters. My main character has lost people, but so has three other people in her life. Like, there have been deaths in a lot of people's lives. If I make a parallel between her and this character with the adoption, I think that's too much of a parallel. I kind of want, right now, their main connection is that their kids sort of get along. So, like, the daughter of the bully is friends with her two sons. And then this will become resolved at the very end of the story with a giant big scare. So Annie has to be 10 at the most, which would make the twins are turning 12. Yeah, because Derek cannot be older than them. Which means the twins and Derek are in 7th grade. And Annie is in 6th grade. Okay. They are currently 11, but that means that they are probably turning 12. Because it's September. It's the other thing I can't forget. This is taking place around September 7th. To start, or the bonfire was on a Saturday. Okay. Yeah. We'll do that. All right. I think I have that figured out. All right, let's set another timer. And this time we can set what, like... Let's do 3 sessions. Okay, there we go. I have my timers. Let's boogie. I think I've got this figured out. So Derek can't be older than them. He has to be their age. biscuit. Shut up. I saw that. Just how well. That's a good one. man. Inkitt's kind of wigging out on me, so I might actually have to write this in Scrivener. Uh, okay. Notepad plus plus. Absolutely. I like using Scrivener for all my writing stuff, but man, sometimes it gets a little hinky. I'll also have to make sure that if I have any time skips. Oh no, here we go. Oh, this chapter is going to be tough, I can already tell. I'm only 326 words in and we've done 20 minutes. That is not a lot for me. I have to decide on a couple of things though, like I have the kids all getting in a fight right now. So this is a kid-centric, or this is a very kid-heavy thing. But now the adults are going to have to square off too. So I have to figure out exactly how that's working out. Like, how are they, you know, how are they going to handle things? And then where is this chapter even going? I know I want to end with something happening between the main character and the love interest. Because like I said, this is a very slow burn. Like, very slow burn. I'm pretty sure nothing slow burns quite this hard on Inkitt. So I want to have something happen at the end of this chapter that will... It's like crumbs. You know what I mean? We have to feed the readers. We have to give them... We have to give... We have to lay out the feast, begin to lay out the feast. So, yep, the vibes of the train. I know, right? It doesn't help that she's sleeping. I'm listening to lo-fi. The lo-fi definitely isn't helping me. Excuse me. Teeny tiny little pumpkin. Oh my gosh. We can take a look at some clothing options. We were working on an outfit last time, or I don't know. Oh yeah, we were all together. And I could not decide. Oh, that actually looks super cute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of digging the pumpkin shirt. I think we'll do that. And then for her bottoms, I still don't really... I feel like that works now with the pumpkin. You know what I mean? We have this. It's not the right orange, though. I mean, we could go all in at this point. No, those don't work. I feel like this one works. Yep. I think that's the one. Now we're set. Now we're perfectly Halloween. So we're just chilling outside this. Is that a church? I think there's a church in the background. It looks like one, right? Well, there we go. The spider webs. I do dig the spider webs, but I feel like the orange ties it back into the shirt. So we have the black skirt, the orange t-shirt with the black face on it. So the black ties in there, but then we need to offset the black with the leggings. Now the headphones are not helping. We do have an overage of orange up here with the headphones, but considering they're pumpkin, I don't know, man. Oh yeah, that's her hat. Is the... Yeah, I think we're gonna... Oh, excuse me. Now, technically, I guess we could wear the witch hat, and that would kind of offset, because we've got the black here, so we've got orange, black, orange, right? Oh, actually, I decorated this hat. So we could even make it more. I think... Oh, I know why I did that. What color did I make it? I think I made that. Yeah, that's like a brighter orange. I think I went for. And then I could even make this black and make this orange. Oh no, I don't know about that. We would have to make this. That's not the worst. Is that the order I want it in? Let's see. I think I liked it the other way. Oops, I didn't want to open that. No, I'm sorry. Please don't open it. I don't want it. I don't want my Asus, Dr. Asus. Oh my gosh. Girl. You're a superhero for doing that. Writing an entire recipe in Polish in another language. That is pretty... I'm scared of that. Oh, biscuits. That is not the right orange that I want. I think that's a better orange. You know what? I think I like that better. Like, let's see. It's still a little orange heavy on the top, but I think that works. You guys see the vision. Although, admittedly, maybe headphones make a little more sense in this type of setup. Oh, I'm supposed to be writing. Anyways. Honestly, very commendable. Is that how you spell that? I'm having a moment. Dictionary? Oh yeah. Okay. I spelled it right. I need to remember. I need to write about this. I need to include this. Not sure I like where this is going. I'm not sure I like how this chapter is going. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we're on the break. I didn't even hear that happen. I'm not 100% sure about the direction of this chapter so far. I'm 777 words, yeah boy. I'll show. There's my proof. I'm 777 words in. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's not. I'm not even sure how to put it into words. It feels a little juvenile. Because obviously there's this, but it also is kind of juvenile what's happening. We have a bunch of middle schoolers who are in a fight because the moms of these two middle schoolers don't get along whatsoever and have already had a bit of a clash. And so there's just this extreme disagreement between the two groups. And then the mom shows up, and so my main character is there, and the mom is there, and they immediately start clashing. And then the other mom calls out the fact that the alpha of the pack is hanging out with the main character, despite, like, she's literally just there to pick up her kids, and he's there with her. And because my main character had a crush on him in high school, the other character starts kind of poking needles at that, right? Because she had a crush on him, he never noticed her, and now all of a sudden he's hanging out with her. And so this other character is very bitter. She used to have a crush on him. There's a lot of points that I'm trying to get across that are a little tricksy, I think. What have we got? We've got one more timer, I think, right, on this. Yeah, one more 10-minute session. Not that I'm anywhere near done. I still need to keep going. I do actually kind of have to go to the bathroom, though. I might have to take a bathroom break. Okay. I know it's gonna go right into my writing. You know what? I can pause this. Hang on. I need to take a bathroom break. All that Coca-Cola that I just drank is going straight through me. I'll be right back. Ironic that I had to use my be right back screen, even though it specifically mentions my child for a potty break. Okay, so I didn't dry my hands very good. Okay, so right. Well, I don't know. I'll keep going. Let me bring up the pretty stuff again. Let's see. Trains moving. That is so pretty. I like this one with the field. I love how we're in a field when 5 seconds ago we were on a train in the clouds. To be fair, I just haven't decorated it. Like, one of the things that we can do is if I put on the sound, like, if I put on the sound for being underwater, we would be underwater. So, like, part of the decor that I could do 100% has to do with that. Like, I could make a scuba. Yeah, here we go. See this one? There's also this, which is very nice. I do like this. This has pirate ship vibes, but this, look at that. I might actually even go for it. And they're all the colors are fully changeable. So like I have these colors set right now, which is why it's oh, look at these ones. That's awesome. We could change our table. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm not even sure which one goes with what. Oh, that's got it. That's it. That's the one. Nah, I don't think so. Then I have my boba. But of course, I could put Halloween candy. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, that's so cute. Of course I want the Halloween candy. Oh, I do. I kind of want the alien. I love alien stuff. I got very into. I know I'm supposed to be writing right now, but we have a long break after this, so I'll just keep writing into that. Because now I'm super into trying to decorate this. I think we'll stick with these, although we could. Ooh, we could also have that. Kind of want. It's either gonna be like white. No, it can't be black. It's got to be white or purple. 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 And then I think I actually have... Oh, that's cute. I think... I don't know which one would be better suited for a submarine, but I also feel like this just fits. You know what I mean? So now... Look at that. Oh, that's so cute. And then we'll go underwater, man. Booyah. So yeah, I've decked out. I've decorated my train when I was supposed to be writing, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm at 849 words. Okay, I almost went up 100. Let me just type a little bit more. That's cool. I never did get into trains, but when I was a kid, my mom used to take me to, um, there was a train yard, and I could not tell you what the name of the train yard is whatsoever, but she used to take me there and they used to like do stuff. I don't remember what stuff. I have memories of seeing the train and very little else. I feel like there was other stuff there. I could be very wrong. I feel like it was a visitor place. Like it had a visitor center. So I feel like it wasn't like it was either a historical thing or I'm not sure. I do remember the train though. Or like a snapshot. It's like one of those snapshot memories where you can't quite remember very much else around it. Just the thing. I think I liked the train. It's hard. It's getting hard to write. But I have to keep going. I have to get my chapter out tomorrow. I think I can salvage this. I think I can. It's very strange right about here. Very tense. But I think it's leading into something that will help set up a future issue, which is going to be the biggest issue. I have a few threads running right now that I need to do. One of which is Rudy. Rudy has to leave. That has to happen in this chapter. Oh, that's cool. I bought the kids a Christmas train. We have a Christmas train that we set up under our tree, and it's so cool. I love that little train. It's the coolest. It's so cute. We had another one, and then we couldn't find it anymore. And I was like, what happened to the train? I don't understand. So, that's funny. But, yeah. I definitely, I love the little Christmas train, and it's very cute. The kids like to watch it. It's not like the fanciest train, like the little train cars. It just comes with like cardboard on the back of them with like pictures on the cardboard. The train is nice. It's just not like mega fancy. I got really lucky. I wanted to get them a train for the tree. And then I went hunting with my mom, and we went to like 2 different stores, and they did not have any Christmas trains. And then I went to Walmart, and it was a super Walmart, because that's what we've got out here is super Walmarts and super Targets, regular Walmarts and regular Targets. And so I went into a super Walmart, and they had 1 train left, and I grabbed it. And as we were leaving, a family was like, "Where did you find that train?" And I was like, "Over there, but this might have been the last one." And they were like, "No." And I was like, haha, bye. And then the only other place is Hobby Lobby has trains, but they have the Grinch. I think that was one of the first places we went to. Their Grinch train, because they have they section out their aisles by theme. Don't judge me for going to Hobby Lobby, man. Our choices out here aren't that great for crafts and stuff like that. I've been to Michael's. Michael's prices are insane. Joann's is closing. So anyways, I went to Hobby Lobby, and they have they have aisles with themes for Christmas, right? When Christmas happens, Hobby Lobby goes all out. They have themes. So you go down one aisle and it's like a Nutcracker Candyland theme of decorations. You go down the next aisle, it's like a rustic wood cabin theme. You go down the next aisle, it's the Grinch. Just the whole aisle is the Grinch. There's wreaths in bright neon green. There's stuffed animals. There's like garlands in bright neon green. It's crazy. I did not know the Grinch was that popular, but alas, it is. There's like sippy cups. There's plates. There's whole kitchenware for the Grinch, which is just bizarre to me. But also, it is also insanely expensive, which is nuts for Hobby Lobby because their stuff is just always on sale. Like always. Always. It's gotten to the point where I think genuinely the only place I will be able to afford new decorations for any holiday might be Hobby Lobby, except for the Grinch. No Grinch themed stuff. Very expensive. The Grinch is the luxury aisle. Skip over the Grinch because everything in there is going to be like 30% more expensive than everything else is. 50% even. It's crazy. But yeah. The only problem is that they don't have Halloween decorations. They only have like fall decorations because look, man, I just want to have Halloween decorations that don't cost me an arm, a leg, and possibly my third child if I ever decided to have one. Okay? Like, bro, that's all I want. Nothing gets snatched up faster than Halloween decorations. My mom was at a yard sale and she managed to find costumes, which she was very excited about because, bro, costumes. Oh my god. They are so expensive. They are insanely expensive. Just costumes for a 2-year-old are all upwards $60, right? A 2-year-old. Like, I'm talking 2T, 3T costume sizes, $60. And same thing for Riley's age. I mean, they're all $60, essentially. Like, anything that is even remotely worth buying is still going to be, at minimum, $40, right? I think so. I'm going to have to just spring for a sewing machine, which also, by the way, I want to learn to sew so bad. I want to make my kids stuffed animals with a sewing machine. Oh my god. For me to get into stuffed animals, not only do I need a sewing machine, but I do actually need an embroidery machine unless I want to hand embroider the eyes, which I could do. A sewing machine, and if I wanted to get an all-in-one, a sewing machine with embroidery, we are looking at $2,000 to $4,000. Y'all. Wow. That is crazy. And then even if I do find them at yard sales, sewing machines are like, it's one of those things where if you don't know what you're doing, I don't know what to buy. I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, I have found them at yard sales, but then you're standing there and there's like this person at this estate sale has like 40 sewing machines, and you're standing there trying to go, well, what's that one? What's that one? Why does this one exist? Why does she have that one too? Do I need that one? Do I need to buy all of these? That's still going to come out to like $1,000. I don't know what I need out of this pile of machinery. All I know is I want to sew, and I don't know how to sew. And then there's a place near me that gives sewing classes for free, but you have to bring your own sewing machine. And I'm like, I don't have a sewing machine because I don't know what I want. And my mom has sewing machines, but they're very basic sewing machines. And like, that's probably enough for me to get started and learn. So I probably should just do that. But also I have 2 kids, and so I have no idea when I'm going to get myself over to a place and learn how to take sewing classes. So, and Brent was, oh, by the way, Killing Floor 3 is out. Brent worked on that, the whole thing, start to finish. So it's not even just like he came in halfway or came in towards the end. Nah, he was there for the the incarnation, the creation, the follow through. He was there for the entire thing. That is his blood, sweat, and tears that you are playing in Killing Floor 3. I've got a lot of stuff that they're working on. Yeah, that's what I do need to do, is I need to start basic and make some simple things. It's the same thing with crochet, right? Like, I wanted to make stuffed animals with crochet, and, yep. It's very cool, honestly. Like, that was a very stressful... Killing Floor 3, by... Wow. I can never remember. Tripwire. Jesus. Tripwire. I always want to say one of his older companies that he worked for. I don't know why. Killing Floor 3 by Tripwire. It has mixed reviews. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Whew. Things froze. That made me very nervous. Just checking the stream. Okay. It has mixed reviews, but I do believe that part of that is the same issue. I do genuinely believe Elder Scrolls 6 is doomed to mixed reviews. At best. I am honestly convinced that games like that, like if a Half-Life 3 ever came out, doomed to mixed reviews. I'm convinced. I think we are just at a stage where anything like that has come out after a long time from a previous game. It's the same thing with The Sims 4. Anything that comes out for The Sims 4 right now, absolute, like, no one is happy ever. And granted, there are things worth complaining about, but if you ever spend more than 5 minutes in a Sims community ever after the release of something, the vitriol is nuts. Go into the comment section of any official Sims 4 video. It's insane how angry and hate-filled people are. I don't understand, with how angry people are, why they are still A, playing the game, and B, buying DLC. Because people buy the DLC and the number one thing you see afterwards is, I hate that I bought this. I hate this pack. This pack was so boring. Every single pack sucks. And it's like, look, man, I get it. There are bugs. I have definitely run into some bugs. There's a bug right now where every sim on God's green earth wants to flirt with everyone, and that's without an active NAP, which, don't worry about it. So I get it. There are bugs. A lot of them are very annoying. Some people's saves have been getting corrupted, which is super crushing. Those are things that I understand. It's just like anytime anything is announced for the game, you just get about 5,000 comments of people going, fix the game. And to an extent, I understand. But I also do genuinely believe that a lot of those people, not all, not all, I feel like I have to say that 50 times. A lot of those people just are not updating their mods. I'm going to be totally honest. I see people in these Sims groups and they're like, tee, I have 8 terabytes. Or like, I have like 800 gigabytes worth of mods. Like, massive numbers. I'm talking about not 8 terabytes. That would be insane. 800 gigabytes worth of mods or something. And I mean, it is genuinely insane levels, right? To the point where I can post a picture of... I have actually legitimately posted pictures of Sims that I've made without using any CC, custom content. And people will go, what CC is that? And I'm like, it's not. It's from the packs. And they're like, no, it's not. And I'm like, I don't use CC. Mostly because I'm too intimidated to go look for it. I don't want to spend that much time. You cannot make me. I refuse. I honestly, yes, they do. The haterade is very serious. Haterade, 100%. I just want to say that word, haterade. I never get to say it out loud. But yes, so that was a very long tangent. Honestly, I do think, I think people need to relax a little bit. Like, people are just way too excited to get angry over stuff. I'll be for real. So for real. But Killing Floor 3, a lot of work has been put into that. And that's another sobering thing, has been watching Brent work on this. The amount of time and effort that he has put into that game. Like, this is not, regardless of what people seem to think, this is not devs sitting on their thumbs, twiddling their fingers. They've worked on this for a couple years now. And especially as we got closer to release, like the dedication of everyone, not just Brent. Like obviously I had a direct ability to watch Brent. The dedication is insane. I am talking hours and hours of even his free time dedicated to trying to make this an enjoyable experience for players, to try to master as many bugs as they could possibly find before releasing it to the masses. And I'm going to be totally honest, it just is hard to catch every single bug in existence. You just cannot until you have thousands and thousands of people playing it. First of all, because thousands and thousands of people all have different hardware. So you're going to get different, killing floor 3. You're going to get different reactions and different, mechanical responses to the game based off of the hardware that all of your players have. It's one of the trickiest parts about releasing for PC. Is that you do not have a static console that you are developing for. You have a vast variety of different computers and laptops and even custom built computers that you just simply cannot plan for. Like these are cobbled together machines of various parts and pieces that people have decided work, and their own stupidity may be what's causing problems with your game. The bug may not even be your game. And that's, just watching all of that kind of unfold has been very sobering and a little humbling for me. Maybe that's why I partly am so willing to forgive development stuff. It's hard. It is hard labor. Mental labor, like the constant work. Like I watched him just run ragged running up to release, and even after release it was even worse after release. Like release happened and there's been no release party yet. Like they released and hit the grindstone pretty much, like just everybody waiting for the first bug, but the inevitable bug reports. Because again, once you're never going to have a test chamber quite like just releasing the game. You can have 100 people to beta testing your game and then have thousands playing on release and stress testing your servers for real. So I think it's just the nature of the but anyways, yes. They released Killing Floor 3. It topped charts on release. It's been doing really good. And Brent said because as developers, they actually do play with the player base. So there's like periods of the day where they're in the game and just testing it themselves and playing with players and talking to them. And he says when he's in the game, he has a really good time with the player base. So that's really cool. But anyways, I feel like I'm going to end this live stream here because I do kind of have to finish this chapter and edit it. And I think I know where I need to go. And I've just got to gun through it. Oh, stop. That's adorable. It's a little sheepy. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's stinking cute. Hang on. We're going to get this. That's stinking cute. 500 tickets. Thank you very much. My flutter frog has been tossing and turning in the middle of the night. Its little feet keep paddling like it's trying to swim. I can hear the faintest echoes of something deep and distant. Okay. So, this one is tricky. We need to have the flutter frog, which I think is this one. I want to say it's this one. Do you have a spooky? I don't think you do. But you do have an orange, so I'll take the orange one. We could also just go, let's go with Galactic. We're going to go with Galactic Frog. Okay, so real quick, we're going to do this because we finally get to go do the underwater one. Decor. We're going underwater. And then, hang on, let me read the rest of it. Yes, it's a very cute little frog. All right, let's see. Tossing and turning in the middle of the night. So we're at night. Oh, look at that. Oh, wait, we need the sounds. So we turn off the chimes. What do we got? We can turn off the wind. We're underwater. We'll keep the train noises because you just have to. There we go. Oh, I like this song. I like this song a lot. Where am I? Which one is this one? This one. I'm favoriting that one. There we go. Kind of, you know what I will do? I'll lower the train sounds. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now I hear it. I can hear the ocean sounds in the background. Look at how cute that is. I love that. Really quick. Let's look at the... Let's do... We'll do that one because it goes well with my all my orange going on. Wonder if should I still be... Oh, no. Okay, I can have her read. I can have her write. There we go. At least one of us is writing. Look at him. Okay. So I think what I will do is I'm just going to push through this. And I will see you guys on Friday. And everything should be golden, honestly, going forward. Thank you again, everybody who showed up. I'm so sorry I forgot to give like an actual update on things, and I was just like, la la la. Anyways, here I am for the live stream. No updates. Internet's back. Just didn't tell you. But yeah, so it's been a very, very intense year. Lots of everything happening all at once. But yeah. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much, everybody, again, for coming by. I will see you all on Friday. I will, again, try to keep you all posted in case anything crazy happens. Crazy town. And yeah, good night, everybody. Sleep well. Take care of yourselves, please. And yeah, all that good stuff. Be safe.